So let's look at this one. Max Power, August 1993. What's spooky about this is, whilst I'm doing these videos, I'm just literally just pulling them off the top of my collection and I'm not really picking any. But look at this. Cosworth 4x4 Capri. Woo is in this magazine. If anyone who follows the channel will know, Woo, the Cosy Capri, is in this. So it shows how long I've known this car. I was 13 when this came out. Wow, I'm looking forward to see this, because it will show Rusty, who's obviously sadly passed away. Let's dive into this one. And there she is. Bloody hell, wow. Well, I'd honestly think when I think I bought these as a group lot. I don't think I actually bought this when I was a kid. I think I bought these later on in life as like a collection of early Max Power magazines. So, Golf Mark 1, the full Riga kit. Again, 93, that would have been very, very rare. It would have, like I say, probably just come out, UK's first Riga Golf cab. That would have just come out. That would have been a very, very probably expensive and in show-worthy car that back in the day. Because if you've watched the later videos of the later magazines, some of the cars weren't as modified as that, with like twin headlights and stuff. So that's quite a big deal back in the day. Tape decks, all about the tape decks, and the tuning in knobs and the volumes. Radar detectors would go off at every single supermarket you'd go past because of the electric doors. Wow, look at that. See, I don't want to dive into this. That's Rusty, my man. There he is. Wow. There we go. Anyone watches the channel will know that car. Rusty with the super powerful, well, back in the day, he probably was quarter mile 12.8 when I was 13. Still a reasonable time now. 380 horsepower. Wow, look at that. When I finish this video, I'm going to send the owner a picture of this and say I've just found this in a magazine. That's taking me right back. Wow. So, Rusty, Pete Kennedy. Wow. I'm blown away. Spooky, that. Spooky. So what we got here? Turbochargers. Talking about turbochargers. Quite interesting. All the compression maps. Must be able to read them and build them and all that type of things. For 93, that's quite interesting stuff. Can't believe I was 13 when this came out. SPAC suspension still going. What do we got? Tia Clio. So they must have just been coming out. Standard Clio Williams was tasty. Get a load of... Oh, right. So, yeah. So they must have brought the 16 valve version out. And then they brought the Williams out. The Williams being the 2-litre version. So that must have been just coming out. Sierra XR4i. We're doing discs and pads and bearings, probably. See, so it looks like possibly back in the day then. This was more about building the cars. That's quite a nice Mini. What's so special about this? Can I borrow it, Mum? Looks a right off Saab in the day. It must just been just a nice little smoothed out Mini. Because again, back in the day, Minis were very, very popular in in like you say in the early 90s, late 80s. Minis were very popular. So power surgery. I think this is where people could write in and ask how to get more power and some advice on how to do stuff. Can you imagine writing in and going, excuse me, mate, how do I do X, Y, and Z? So let's this. I want to have my Ford Escort resprayed in alloys separate. So there you go. Cosy spoil. Wow. So this was like the old school social media. Send a letter to give you a reply. I wonder how many letters they actually got. Wow, I suppose, you don't realise how much time has changed doing this. Slick 50 still going. So what's this then? So Astra GTE, 300 horsepower Courtney conversion. So I'm going to guess it's got a C-let in it. Right, so yes and no. So this was, Courtney would do, I think, would, so yeah, they would build your normal aspirated C-let. They would basically use the block and head because the standard, machine a few bits, and probably looks like this, not done this, swelling addition to the original ECU. They must have piggybacked it because it must be on the standard ECU, and they kind of made you a C-let basically, but turbocharger. £2,600. To make the 300 horsepower mark, £2,700. Wow, so that was what? £5,200 to turbocharge. Wow, that's unbelievable money. Wow, but I suppose back in there, they were probably weren't that old at that time. Wow, that's unbelievable. Wow. When, like I say, mad thing is nowadays, I know they've gone up a bit, but a complete C-Let's £2,000. But I suppose back in the day, you couldn't get a Calibra turbo back then. What's that? Is that touring cars? Yeah, touring car dates. Fiberglass provider. What's this? Oh, how to clean and refurbish stuff and make stuff a bit cleaner for your bumpers and all that type of thing. It is nice that these aren't full of adverts and they are a little bit of helpful tips. Touring cars. See, I wonder if that's... No, it's not. I was going to say, I wonder if that's Jim Pocklington's car, but it's not. It's because the roll cage is very low. But I wonder if that's still going. So who we got here? Is it still Cleland? Yeah, still Jeff Allen and Cleland. See, I wonder if that's Jim, because of the slope of the roll cage. Interesting. Because I know Jeff Allen and Khan did race the car, so I wonder if that is his. Because the wheels look similar. Interesting. Very interesting. Can't see with that picture. Jeff Allen in the Cavalier. See, people always remember Cleland, but never, like I say, people don't remember Jeff Allen driving the car. But I remember meeting Jeff Allen at one of the events, I think of Vox Files. He came and obviously looked at Jim Pocklington's touring car. 300ZX, with, like I say, just a couple of modifications like a spoiler. Let's have a look. Max power, you'll be raving. Subscription form. £24 for the year I've just seen. What's this? Stereo system. Oh, so this must be when they're in the process of building Irish Kicker. So this was obviously started doing the stereo, the bucket seats, and all that type of thing in Project Kicker. Oh, and there you go. So the project interior cost for the car Project Kicker was £4,000. Cut out and keep the coupons. We had to do that, didn't we? Because we wanted to win. Oh God. Tiger stripes. I wonder why that stuck out. Oh, he must have sent a page. See, I remember these as well. The ice vans were massive and stuff like that back in the day. It still is quite a big thing nowadays. Because again, but I don't think it's very upfront in what people show. Because I've been to a few shows where they're all of the they're doing the testing and the decibel readings and all that type of thing. But no, there was something about an Escort van I did like. There was one a friend owned, and it had tiger stripes on. That was quite a well-known van back in the day, because tiger stripes were massive many years ago. So we got spring rates, so it must have been testing the suspension settings for 2 drivers. Obviously, very well-known names, very well-known, looking very young. I bet they'll look back and they don't look like that no more. So all models GTE £300 for a set of suspension. Fronts £200. I suppose it goes to the fact of how much the value of the pound back then and minimum wage. That's why stuff looks so cheap. Like I say, a full. Just look at this. Just first thing I poked at. Full exhaust system for a Mark 1 Golf, £148. A Piper Cross air filter, is it? 26 quid. Win a £2,000 paint job. How to enter? See, they were quite interesting as well. Mondale's, they didn't really take off. They tried to do like like an RS version of the Mondale's. There was a couple. I remember Rayland doing a Cosworth powered green one, stunning car, and it did like 190 mile an hour from memory. But again, they never really took anything off from modifying scenes. Mondale's. Vicky Butler-Henderson looking very young there with a Max Power magazine. Isn't that mad that I don't even tell her name and I can remember her face? No way. I think everyone remembers Vicky Butler-Henderson. HKS were going back then. HKS just published the new magazine. Because HKS, probably around this time, were, taking you back to my reference, was racing the Cavaliers. So let's have a look at Cosworth. Cosworth powered Ford Motorsport Specialists. Some people have paused that, look at how much stuff's changed. Frontera, no one likes the Frontera. Again, look at these. What's this? Mobile phones, £80 plus VAT. Wow. Must have been when just mobile phones were coming out. Road to nowhere, what's this then? Until you get modified. Rolling road. So it must have been people were starting to get rolling roads and getting... it must have been the era of rolling roads, where they were slowly coming out for people to do performance tuning on them. So what checks should be carried out before it's... Yeah, it's all about basically the rolling road and diagnostics and mapping. And Sun, again, like I said on a previous... I don't know, is this video or previous one? Sun used to do like a data analyzer, which go in the bin nowadays. See, that's weird, that, because it's not really changed. Rolling road session cost around £30, so a power run's hard about £30 nowadays, I guess. Maybe a bit more, don't know how much times have changed. Tiger Stripes, like I said before. So let's look at prices. Fiesta XR2s, Mark 1s, 900 quid. You can't find one now. Metro, GT Metro, 700 quid. Wow, like I say, prices. It is funny. Nova SRs, £1,600. How things have changed, because they are so expensive, especially for the original Leader. Still going, very, very good suspension. See, like I say, it'd be interesting to see how many of these are actually still going as a tuner and as part suppliers, because I would have thought a lot of them died out. Golf Mark 1, nice little thing. Buyer's guide. I wonder how much they're valuing these at these days, because we all know how much they are. So let's have a look. So that's insurance. So insurance on a 1.6 third party, £160. It's more like £160 a month nowadays. Crazy. There you go. Real car, real prices. Mark 1 GTE, T-Red Silver, 100,000 miles, needs attention. £300. Golf Mark 1, 1.8 campaign, tax and tested, pristine condition, £2,500. They're definitely not that nowadays. They are definitely a lot more. But again, it showed they didn't do a lot of stereo back at the back of these magazines. So that's a quick look at Max Power August 93 with Woo and Blast from the Past.